Hello and welcome to Pick a Card Reading. Here I've got these three crystals. This is Tiger's Eye, this is an amethyst, and this is a clear quartz. Alright. I will be pulling out three cards. Um, and I will not show the card to you. I will put a crystal on each card and just follow your intuition and pick whatever what draws your eye immediately. And as we proceed through the reading, I will reveal the card and clarify that. All right. This is card number 1 with the tiger's eye, card number 2 with the amethyst, and card number 3, the clear quartz. You can, if you sometimes feel guided, to choose 2 cards, by all means do that, because maybe you'll get some more information from the other reading as well. So let us see what the first card is about. It's about forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So this can be, forgiveness regarding, forgiveness sometimes of our forgiving ourselves, forgiving another person. And I will just take out another card for forgiveness. Let us see, just to clarify it and to get a little more detail and depth of this message. What is this forgiveness about? Let us know what is this forgiveness about. All those who have selected this card, what else do they need to know about forgiveness? We all know how heavy it feels not to be forgiven and not to forgive another person, because we kind of hold on to that energy, which just makes us only more miserable more than the other person. So any clarifying cards for forgiveness? Let's see. Walking away. Okay. Right. And contract. So what your reading is, it's about forgiving and moving on, because whatever, okay, whether it's a person, whether it is with yourself, both situations are very, very valid. Whatever you needed to endure, whatever you needed to go through was a contract. That means it had a time period. At that particular time, things were to play out in that way. And now that time has gotten over. You have to move away and you have to forgive yourself, or you have to forgive another person, or you need to seek forgiveness from somebody else, because that whole thing is over and it is about time that you move on. And what your cards are telling you, that you cannot move on till this forgiveness does not happen. You will not be able to step into that new phase 100%. Some of the past will keep lingering on, and as things linger on, they become heavier, they add more weight, and you cannot move forward as lightly, as freely as this lady, her. Can you see the way it just signifies a very light energy? So sometimes we don't need to be sometimes a physical apology, as in you're standing in front of somebody, or somebody standing in front of you, and you actually have a conversation about saying I'm sorry or accepting their apologies. Sometimes it happens like that, but there are cases when we cannot be face to face with a person. That is a time you do it at the energy level. Every time you think about a particular person or a situation, say that either say that I'm sorry for doing whatever, or then you say that I forgive you, because you also did it, because things were meant to play out like that. At every stage, at every event, things are meant to play out in a way for everybody involved in that, for them to learn and grow. So even if you feel that somebody wronged you, you have to learn how to be more generous. You have to learn to accept the fact that everybody can make a mistake. I mean, we all have made it. So if you're putting somebody in a in that particular place where you say that I can never forgive you, just look back and see that I'm sure we all have done things which we are not proud of, and we would genuinely wish that we would also be forgiven. So that is the whole story. Actually, that's the whole story of our, for not our life, everybody's life, to show compassion and tell another person that yes, this was something you needed to experience so that you could grow in terms of love and compassion. And a lot of things which I have also done, which I have realized were not right, but they were meant for me so that I could also grow and develop love and compassion, right? Just pull out some cards for you from the tarot. Just see if we can clarify this a little. So the issue can be will vary from person to person. I feel this is let us see some guidance which the tarot wants to give you. Sometimes we do feel that how do we go about this. So you've got strength. All right, now yes, it does require a lot of strength to forgive somebody, to forgive yourself, or even to pick up the courage and tell somebody that look, I'm very sorry I did something like that. But believe you me, it is the most honorable thing to do. You will see the strength and power of forgiveness, and the love and the compassion that fills your heart once this kind of thing is out of the picture. This is something you need to do to experience it. I cannot explain it more than that, because this is something you will need to feel. Okay. And you've got the Hierophant. So this Hierophant card is also about it's a these are major arcana cards coming up. That means these are cards which the universe is sending you. It is saying that this is something which is very, very important for your path, in more ways than what you can look at it, in more ways than one. There is lots more attached to this whole process of forgiveness that even my cards cannot tell you, right? So you have to do this because something in the divine order is going to shift. And you've got Ace of Pentacles. All right, so this is, see, these are very, very powerful cards to come out. Ace of Pentacles is you need to start something new. Okay, and this is why you are being asked to pay attention to this forgiveness, because you cannot start something new till you have finished this contract. This contract is pending. Like I told you in the beginning of the reading, this is something which has to be done. So if it was something which had to be gone through, it has to be put to an end before you can start something new. Otherwise, sometimes it does happen that that next chapter just does not start, or maybe it does not start on the right note, because you've not closed the past, and then again to go over this entire cycle, probably in another birth, or maybe in later on in this life. It's very, I mean, why would one want to repeat that, right? So you're being urged that just gather the courage for this forgiveness, because this is supposed to set into motion a new path for you, a new road for you, a new opportunity for you, a new life, or maybe a new lifestyle for you, or something completely brand new. It is something brand new because it is Ace of Pentacles. All right, so I mean, I don't know, sometimes it's just that I just pick up that energy of that this is something, don't delay, don't delay, just go ahead and do it, because your life is also waiting to kind of start. Your soul is also waiting to go on to its new path, which is part of its destiny. But sometimes we need to have to say this goodbye and have to walk away from that old, right? And it takes a lot of courage to do it. I mean, I don't deny it. It's not the nicest place to be in, to call up somebody and say that I'm very sorry. But you are going to feel so light. You are going to feel so free. you will feel like, my god, 100 kg weight has, been lifted off you. That much I can assure you. You will feel like that. And you will also, experience that it does feel very nice to accept the fact that, I can make a mistake, anybody can make a mistake. And when you're genuinely repentant and sorry, you will forgive easily. And when you forgive easily, you can be rest assured that the other person will also forgive you easily. Just another final message before we wrap up your reading. Goddess of the Moon. It's again about your intuition. It is also about, knowing what you should do to bring peace of mind to you. Right? Moon is our mind. And for those watching, if you have an event of a new moon coming up or a full moon coming up, in the in next, few days, 2 odd days, that is, I mean, this is the card, this is the time when, it's saying that the energies are just right to wrap up this entire thing so that you can step into something new. So I hope you found this helpful, pile one, and I hope you liked your reading. We'll move on to pile number two, and let us see what their card is. Your card is purpose. Okay, so let us see. I know what I am here to do. So, yes, sometimes we all have this very clear understanding and clear knowing of what we need to do. And sometimes we, kind of feel a little confused. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Maybe I have one or two options in mind, or maybe sometimes even three, four, and I really don't know what to focus on. Maybe I like all four immensely, right? I would love to give, but out of that also, you do know inside of you that what is it that I would really like to do. So sometimes it can get a little difficult to divide our time equally, and that is, saying something in a very general way. We'll ask the cards for some more specific messages. All right, but basically it is that, it's about time you start focusing on one or two core things. These are too many. One or two core things, and hopefully, the guidance which we get today in this reading will help you sift through some of them and to see what you would give more attention to, and what is it that, one thing which you really need to, time is right for you to build up on, and, put in a little extra effort and extra time, I would say, so that you give that a little more priority over the others. So let us get a clarifying card for purpose. New home. Lovely. So those of you who know that they need to, move to another place, and if you're wondering, should I not, how will it be, and, am I making the right choice, and things like that, this card, assures you that yes, it says over here, moving is a step in the right direction for you. So you just know, like, that you have to move, right? Somewhere within you do know that you need to move. Whether it is your house, it can talk of your house, your residence, it can also talk of an office, change in office, right? Change in the place of work also. So deep within that, you need to move out. But you're just wondering, will it be worth it? Will it, how is it going to be, and things like that. But this card is confirming that yes, you do need to take the step, and then you will see how things are going to pan out for you. Until you don't take that step, you will not know, you need to start walking to, see, where you're going to go. We can't just sit in one place and visualize the entire journey. So here you are being guided that yes, deep within you know that, it's time for you to move out, and you've just been in, two minds, what to and how to and what if and etc. etc. So this is a confirmation that is a confirmation that just focus on it, be assertive. Okay, stand up for what you, if you think that this is very, very important and this is the thing you need to do, you just need to assert yourself and take that next step and move and start preparing for this particular move. Let me get a little detail regarding this with the tarot. Just a minute. Yeah, say I just happened to cut the deck and I got the Tower card here. So yes, it is coming. It's something which you realized it, that you can't continue being like this. It was a realization for you that you have to move. It came about very suddenly. For some people, this realization just kind of, hit them really hard all of a sudden. And here, this is the card of temperance. It's a card of balance. So, this is telling you that, what you are, where you are is, it's not giving you the very best. You need a new balance. You need a new equilibrium. You need a change which is going to bring about a lot of balance in a whole lot of other areas of your life. And this kind of change in residence, this kind of change in your workplace, some of you might be looking at changing cities, countries, etc. All that is going to be for the better. I mean, better as in, it is part of your, again, journey, which is going to bring a lot of stuff, a lot of things, for you. Like, in a way, let me say that, a chapter is coming to an end. All right, and you need to move ahead. So it's just that probably you're a little confused. Should I not? But I think the way the cards are going, it's you will be taking that step. So can you just clarify? We'll ask the cards to clarify. You've got King of Cups, right? Check into your emotions. I think you're taking a decision which is more practical based rather than feeling based. Trying to work out the practical aspects of, if I move, then I have to take care of this. I will, practical day to day concerns about shifting and things like that. But just that is going to be there, right? And that might make you feel a little, in new place. Of course, it takes some time to get used to it. So maybe you do feel that no, emotionally a little back and forth. But I think you should start making your plans and deal with the practical issues first. uh, and then here you've got King of Wands, King of Cups, King of Wands, and Two of Coins. So here, this male energy is showing up in your reading, which is telling you to be decisive, to make your plans, and don't get too much into the emotional aspect of it, because if you have made up your mind to move, you've got to have some very practical plans put into place. It might require a lot of juggling of things and activities while you're in the midst of this, but I'm sure you'll be able to balance it, because anytime we are in such kind of a situation, the old needs to be wrapped up, the new needs to be prepared for. So there is a time of a lot of things happening simultaneously, but that is quite it's very, very obvious that that is a phase which will eventually wrap up. Eight of Swords, and last card is Seven of Swords. Okay, so don't get too much into your head about small things, and don't try to look away from issues and say that no, why am I going to get into the hassle of all of it? It's okay, it's fine and all, but deep within that this change is something which you need to move ahead with. All right, so these are the only cards which I think are about getting a little caught up in your head and not wanting to see the situation, because it might involve a lot of work, it might involve planning, might involve leaving the old behind. But there was a purpose to what you were doing, and there is a purpose to what you need to do. All right, so just stand up for whatever your plans are and be assertive about them. Do whatever you can for now, and make the start planning out how it is to be done and how it needs to be executed. And this is a phase of Two of Coins where lots is happening, but it's all right. See, here you've got healing the past, so you need to close that chapter and just don't hold on to it. Okay, just close it, heal whatever you feel requires some healing, and tell yourself that it was part of your journey, right? And it did what it had to do. You learned what you needed to learn, you did what you needed to do, and you need to leave it at that. Planting seeds, you need to start something new, and that home shift is going to do that. So it's time to plant new seeds, and listening with your heart. Again, what was I telling you? That you need to be, you know it within, that this is what is something which your heart is telling you that you need to do this for yourself. Probably just the practical details and practical taking care of small issues is something which is bothering you, but I think that's just part of that entire thing. Deep inside that there is a purpose to all of it. Put those niggling thoughts on the side, just get real and practical with whatever you need to do, and it'll all go smoothly. And I wish you a lot of luck with this. And I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope it contributed to sorting out something for you. Thanks for watching, and now we will move on to the last pile. Pile 3, the clear quartz. What is your message of growth? I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So it's time to focus on expanding your horizons, your experiences, your learning, whatever if you want to learn something new, you want to start a new career, maybe a new hobby, something which is telling you, some energy is pushing you to get out of your comfort zone and try something new, try something which is going to stretch your imagination and your ability to put in effort. Whatever you have been doing, maybe it is you've got used to it, it becomes very predictable, and you would want something a little more challenging, something, and even challenges bring about growth. So you want to explore some more aspects about yourself and your abilities. And I think those of you who have chosen this particular card would feel that yes, it's about time I stepped into something new, a new space, a new energy. Let us get some cards to clarify this growth. What is this growth about? What is it that the viewer is planning for themselves? What is it supposed to, what is it coming in for? What is this coming in for? Okay, here, let us see this. Third chakra, that is your solar plexus. So what I was telling you about, wanting to challenge yourself, to test your, not to test, but I think to tap into your new abilities. The solar plexus is, it's all about our power. It's all about confidence. It is all about our ability of, I can do this, whole lot of things. So this is the time when you feel that you need to challenge yourself so that you break out of a certain, mold in which you've become very comfortable. And let us get some more cards. Let us see if we'll get something more on this growth card. So here, yes, you're all set to challenge yourself, your energy, your capacity, your ability to work, put in effort. And sometimes, doing these kind of things gives us such a boost of confidence, because any kind of achievement, any kind of, success really adds to our self-confidence, and, wants to make us do even more. Yin Yang, balancing of energies. All right. I don't know why I got the card of yoga and some form of exercise the moment I saw this, because this is the solar plexus is masculine energy, right? And here you've got yin yang. That means you need to kind of develop your masculine energy or your masculine side to balance the feminine, because the more you pushing yourself, challenging yourself is masculine energy. And I think that is what the viewers who picked this, that is what I think they need to build up, the masculine ability, masculine energy of going out and doing things. Feminine energy is passive, it kind of creates, it kind of works within, but from within, when it has to come out, like you've got a plan and you're nurturing that plan and you're working on the plan, that is more of feminine energy, because you're trusting your intuition, and you're just kind of doing the work inside. But when you need to take that first step, that is when the masculine energies comes into play. Financial constraints. I wouldn't take this card literally for this reading. I'll tell you why. See, I was just talking about masculine and feminine, male and female, and here you see that this is a cupboard in which half of it is open and the other half is closed. We do not know what is inside, but when I, just go by what I'm getting off from these cards, it tells me that your masculine side, and which is, actually the right side. So, this is a right door which needs opening. you'd probably too much right now into that withdrawal phase of hiding in the shadows, of being in the like that hermit card we have, where you are in the shadows, you are in the dark, where you're not stepping out, but probably you are just working on your dreams. But now you need to step out. You need to open this door and come out from this darkness and start working on it, for you to start seeing the physical manifestation of all what has been gestating so far, all what has been growing in the dark so far. Maybe your plans are all ready, maybe everything is chalked out. Now you need to get cracking with it. Okay, because you need to balance that. You've been far too long in that feminine energy of nurturing within. Now you have to, it's like when you sow the seed, underground it's all dark over there, but the seed is germinating. And the first sign of a seed going to grow is when those two leaves come out. Otherwise, there is, what is the point of the seed being underground for such a long time, for about a week or 10 odd days? Something is happening inside, no? So, till this point, that something which happens to the seed underground has been happening with you. Now it's time that those, with a little bit of effort, those two leaves are going to come out. And that is exactly what I'm getting for you. Okay? So let us see, let us get a little clarification. Okay, here your clarification comes. The Knight of Swords charging ahead. Oh my god, he has no patience. He is raring to go. In fact, he's already set off. The way the horse has been depicted here, he's on his way. You're on a mission, you're on an adventure. Don't waste any more time. That is what the cards are telling you. Just get going. I mean, I think all the inner work has been done, and now it is just time to, bring it out. Page of coins. This is the page of pentacles. This is also a card of a new venture, and it's coins. It's that physical work you need to do. It is the physical work you need to do. So get started. Don't delay. Time is absolutely right for you to move ahead. Your cards are coming out on their own. Yeah, you've got the Fool. New. Oh, you got the Chariot. What more can I say? I don't think you should wait for anything now. You don't need to wait for anything more. I think when you've got the Page of Pentacles, your plans are. I mean, I'm sure you know what you need to do. That is for sure, because it's a card of being practical, of knowing what to do. And these two are major arcana cards. This is a heavy duty push from the universe through this reading, that time is right. Just go ahead. At least take the first step. Don't think too much. Sometimes we do get caught in our head as to how it's going to pan out. You don't need to do one thing after another, successively. Do the first thing, the second thing, the third thing. See how it is panning out right now. And then if you need to kind of work on your plans a little more, by all means do it. But you need to take those first 1 2 3 steps to see, to just set the course for your venture. All right. Oh, see, for you also, you've got this card, Soaring into Joy. It's gonna, thrill you to bits, I think. It's gonna make you feel very, very happy the moment you get started with it. You will feel that. You will just feel it. Okay? Anything else you would like the viewer to know? Just like sometimes you need a little shot in the arm, a boost that, yeah, it's all going on fine. But I always like to, get a little more confirmation from my cards. And here, see, igniting courage, be brave. It's so similar. See, this horse is, like charging ahead. This one's charging ahead. Here, this person is on dolphins, but these dolphins are also charging ahead, opening to love. Yeah, you will really, it's going to make you feel so happy. It gives a whole new perspective, to one's life. One is full of, love. One is full of happiness. The heart chakra is like, and don't forget the solar plexus is at the stomach, and just above that is the heart. Can you see this little light in the heart chakra as well? What you do, the effort you put in, the whatever you're going to create, this energy is going to travel up into your heart, right? It's going to make you feel very happy. As this energy goes up, it kind of connects with the crown chakra, which also in turn guides you, opens you up for universal guidance and universal help through thoughts and new ideas to take your venture forward. So here the energies will start moving up because of this one step you're going to take. So pile 3, wish you loads of luck in your new venture, and thanks for watching this. Bye bye.